you're done being ugly and you want to have the biggest glow up this year, you really want to become the best version of yourself this year, welcome to my glow up series. Today we're going to talk about what you need to eat to make yourself more beautiful. We're going to discuss the best foods for glowy, clear skin, best foods for hair strength and shine, for your hormonal health, because as a girly, it is so important that you take care of your hormones, because if you have balanced hormones, this will reflect to the outside. This will show in your nails, this will show in your hair, this will show in your skin. And then we're going to discuss the best foods for gut health. Gut health is your #1 focus when it comes to being healthy, being beautiful, feeling your best, longevity. Hot girls don't gatekeep, so here's exactly what you need to eat in order to become one. Pretty privilege starts on your plate, so let's go. Of course, there are more lifestyle factors than just your food that are important when it comes to looking your best and looking beautiful. Beauty is down to things like sleep, your sun protection, no alcohol or limit alcohol, no cigarettes, a diet that is low in refined sugar and fast foods, proper stress management, and hydration, because hydration is so crucial when it comes to your skin elasticity. But I've talked about what you can do when it comes to skincare and other lifestyle factors in my previous video, so make sure to check that out after this video, because now we're going to talk about the foods that you need in order to look your best. Let's start with glowy skin. There are so many foods. Pretty much all the whole foods that you can eat will have a good effect on your skin, but I have chosen a few that are really good. If you eat fish, you really want to start to eat wild salmon and really substitute, if you don't eat salmon, with omega-3. Omega-3 is such a power nutrient in order to help you with fighting inflammation in your body, helping you with the clear skin. You need healthy fats, so don't just focus on protein and low carb and, you know, like the fitness diet. You need healthy fats. The next food that I think that is also super underrated is pomegranate seeds. They are packed with vitamins, they are packed with antioxidants, and they help to protect collagen and brighten your skin. They're such a good addition to salads. Sprinkle them over them, you can sprinkle them over your bowl. I truly feel like they enhance dishes so much with flavor, but they're also so powerful and healthy for you. They have compounds that help you to protect the breakdown of collagen. And as you know, when you have stress, low sleep, bad diet, just a lot of lifestyle factors that are not healthy and supportive and you becoming the most beautiful version of yourself, lifestyle factors that cause inflammation, we all have those. It's totally fine, but it's really important that we start to balance those and that we really start to eat healthy, because all these lifestyle factors, they will break down the collagen in your skin, and that is what is creating your elasticity, is the collagen, and that will give you that like youthful look. So we want to make sure that we start to protect our collagen as much as possible. Pomegranate seeds help you to really like keep that firmness and that radiance of your skin. The next food that I absolutely love is berries, especially blueberries, but also raspberries, strawberries. Buy them frozen, buy them organic if you can. First of all, so much cheaper, get so much more for your money, especially like little wild blueberries. I buy them organic here in Germany. They are packed with polyphenols, which is really good for your gut health, but they also really full of vitamins and antioxidants that fight free radicals, and free radicals is what is causing the inflammation in your body. So they really help you to protect your skin tone and to just have this like glowy appearance. The next food is papaya. I don't really eat it a lot, but I really want to include it more, and that is a really great food because it helps you to reduce bloating, to help you with water retention when you have this like puffiness in your face, and it just contains natural enzymes that really protect your skin. Don't be afraid of carbs, don't be afraid of potatoes. Also, white potatoes are amazing, but sweet potatoes are just so good because they are loaded with beta carotene, similar to carrots, and vitamin A, which is also in carrots. That is just so good for your skin because it helps you to smooth your skin, to even out your skin tone, and really help you with clearer skin. You can make so many different recipes with sweet potatoes as well. That's why I love them, and that's why I include them so much, because they are just so versatile. You can make desserts with them, you can have them in dinners, you can just have them for breakfast, you can toast sweet potato and use them as like a bread alternative, and they will also help you with sweet cravings because they are slightly sweet, of course. When you have a sweet potato, that will help you with the cravings for actually ultra processed candy, for example. And then green kiwi with the skin, guys. I've recently ate my first kiwi with the skin and it was kind of weird. You really want to start eating the skin skin of the fruits and vegetables where you can eat the skin. That's why I always like to prefer to buy organic if possible, or at least really wash the vegetables and fruits. In the skin, this is where the most vitamins are. So the kiwi, when you eat it with the skin, it is packed with vitamin C and general enzymes that help you with skin glow, skin protection, skin firmness. When it comes to hair strength and shine, what is really great is seaweed and nori weed. This is not just great for sushi because the Japanese, they know where it's at. So really just look at their diet and they eat a lot of seaweed. Seaweed is rich in iodine and copper. That is really great for hair pigment because, for example, it can help to prevent early grays, and it's really good for thyroid balance as well. And iodine, zinc, selenium supports your scalp health and hair growth. The next food is a vegan protein, which I absolutely love, and that is tofu. With tofu, you really have to learn to prepare it if you don't like it. I don't like tofu. Oftentimes when I go out for meals, I always think it's really wobbly. It's full of plant-based protein, which is also good for your skin health. Generally, protein is really important. It is full of plant-based estrogen, which is called phytoestrogens. And these phytoestrogens, they actually help you with shine and reduces hair loss. Some people are really scared of tofu because of the estrogen, but honestly guys, if you really look into it and do a little bit of research, there's no reason to be concerned about this, because the amount of tofu that you would eat would never have an effect on your estrogen levels, because you don't eat it like all day every day. You eat it maybe a couple times a week. The next one is such a power food, guys. Honestly, that is black sesame seeds and black sesame oil as well. So this is part of like Ayurvedic cooking, Indian cuisine, they use it a lot, and also in Chinese medicine. Black sesame seeds are really full of rich minerals that help with building hair follicles, and it really helps to strengthen hair that is getting thinner and starts to like fall out. And when you use it as an oil, black sesame oil is literally such a hidden power gem. It's used in beauty and anti-aging in different cultures for centuries. Black sesame oil also contains lignans and of course healthy fats that support your hormonal balance, and that helps to reduce inflammation. And inflammation and the free radicals in your body is really what we want to target in order to have glowy skin, have healthy hair, and just have an overall healthy, pretty appearance. Signs of inflammation, for example, can be pimples, can be acne. Of course, acne can be down to loads of different factors, but some people have acne because of inflammatory markers in their body. But that's why also lifestyle factors like sleep and stress reduction is so crucial. A sign of inflammation can also be dryness of your skin, dullness of your skin, and pimples. For example, if I eat protein bars and I eat a lot of the sugar alcohols that is in protein bars and then like low calorie options like spreads and stuff, I get these pimples on my chin. Like, I already know this because that causes inflammation in my body. Like, my body does not react well to that. So you need to just learn to listen to your body and look at what happens when you eat certain foods or when you have certain lifestyle factors that are maybe not really benefiting you. Your hair, your nails, your energy levels, your mental health, like how is that reacting to it? Another thing when it comes to black sesame seeds, what is really healthy to do, you can also do it with coconut oil or olive oil, but black sesame oil is really healthy for it, is oil pulling. Oil pulling helps to pull out toxins and bacteria in your mouth, helps you with your mouth microbiome, because we not only have a gut microbiome, we also have a mouth microbiome, and helps you with bacteria on your tongue and your gums. It's also really good in reducing bad breath and general plaque buildup. Another power food that I also absolutely love, tahini, is basically white sesame paste. It's high in zinc, it's high in iron, it's high in B vitamins. Those are just really good for regrowth, for shine, especially if you're low energy, if you're stressed, if you're really tired, start using tahini. If you're a peanut butter girly, peanut butter is not actually the healthiest nut butters that you can have. It has some good vitamins, but honestly tahini is a much better choice. Tahini and almond butter, I would say, over peanut butter when it comes to like health benefits. Also really basic but so good is eggs. Packed with biotin. Biotin is super important for your hair and also important for your nails. Of course, it has also lots of protein, but the B vitamins are so important for your hair health. Pumpkin seeds are so good for you as well. They are packed with zinc, iron, helps with blood flow to your scalp, and that can then obviously help to prevent hair thinning. That's why it's also really good to always do like a little bit of massage to just increase the blood flow. A real power food that is also completely underrated and lots of people don't actually know about it is maca powder. I love maca powder. I always add it to my yogurt bowl because it really has almost like a slight caramelly note. So maca powder is an adaptogen which helps support your endocrine system, which is super important for your hormonal health. It's great for balancing your estrogen and also boosting your libido like naturally. So what is maca powder exactly? It's an adaptogenic root vegetable. What is an adaptogen? Adaptogen is a natural substance, usually a plant, a herb, or a mushroom, that helps your body to adapt to stress, both physically and emotionally, and to restore balance. So they don't force a reaction like medicine, for example, but what they do is they support your body's natural ability to regulate your hormones, to regulate your energy, to regulate your stress. So maca powder does not contain any hormones, so it just helps you to regulate your hormones. The next thing that helps with your hormonal balance is chia seeds. I absolutely love chia seeds. They're full of fiber, so they're not only good for your hormonal health but also for your gut health. You can just make so many great recipes with it. Like I love, of course, chia pudding. Best meal prep ever. So healthy. My favorite recipe for chia pudding is using kefir, because kefir is also really helps with fermented dairy. So good for your gut. And chia seeds is also really high in omega-3. So if you don't eat fish, if you don't eat salmon, chia seeds is such a good alternative to fatty fish. Similar to chia seeds is flax seeds. Also really high in omega-3, also really high in fiber, and that also contains lignans, which is a plant compound that helps you to stabilize your hormonal balance. And now my favorite part, gut health. We're gonna start with Greek yogurt and kefir. I already mentioned kefir slightly, but it is such a great fermented food, especially when it comes to gut health. We want to focus on more fermented foods. Look at the Japanese people. They are the most healthy people in the world and they eat a lot of fermented food. So do the Koreans. Kefir and yogurt is full of probiotics. It's like live yogurt cultures that help to cultivate your gut with healthy bacteria. And it supports digestion, which is really important. You need to have good digestion to get rid of all the junk, and that is directly linked to having clearer skin, to having a more glowy skin, to having less dull skin, for example. So it's all connected, yeah? The balancing your hormones, working on your gut health, eating foods that are good for your skin, they will also be good for your gut. Anything that is literally whole foods is good for your gut. The next fermented food that is so good is kimchi and sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is more from like Eastern Europe and Germany, where I'm from, and kimchi is obviously also a fermented kraut, which is in Korea. The fermented foods like the kefir, like the sauerkraut, they have these live bacteria cultures, are cultivating your gut with good bacteria. That's what you want. You want to get a lot of good bacteria in your gut. To have a gut microbiome that is full of these good, healthy gut bacteria. The more unhealthy foods you eat, the more junk foods you eat, then you will have a lot of these bad gut bacteria. Bad gut bacteria are not really health promoting, are not really energy promoting, are not really beauty promoting. They are causing inflammation, they are causing fatigue, they are causing energy drain, they are causing bad mental health. When you have a healthy gut, when you have a lot of this good gut bacteria, this will help you to fight this inflammation in your body. We all have inflammation in our body. We want to make sure that we keep that at a minimum, or we at least have really good fighting mechanisms. The next food that is so good and you don't need to be afraid of is oats. Oats are so bad for your blood sugar. Oats can be so healthy for you. You just want to balance oatmeal with healthy fats and some protein so you don't get these massive blood sugar spikes. But they are, first of all, really filling, and they are so good because they have prebiotic fiber. They're really high in fiber, and that feeds your good gut bacteria. Your good gut bacteria, they will then eat the fiber. That is their source of nutrition, of food. Yeah, that's what they eat. They cannot eat a baguette or croissant because there's no fiber in there, so they don't actually have any benefits from that. You have the benefit if you have a croissant because it tastes good, it's good for your mental health, but it's not really good for your gut. It doesn't really do anything for your gut. That's why a balanced diet is so important, that you have something for your mental health and you have this like balance of like, oh, I have a treat, croissant, some ice cream, but what is really important is that you then also have the food for your gut. That's why an 80-20 diet is so important, that you focus mainly 80% on your gut health, on nourishing your body properly, and then the 20% is whatever you want to have, because that's fine. Like, as long as you have an overall good diet, you can always have the foods that is not really healthy for you. When I say good foods, I generally mean good foods for your gut. I also think artichokes are so underrated. I'm an artichoke girly, if that is a thing. I love artichokes, but I just feel like there's just not that much out there with artichokes. And I've never really cooked a raw artichoke, but generally when I see them somewhere, I always order them. They're also really, really rich in prebiotic fiber, and they help with bloating. They also help with skincare. They are full of nutrients. If you've seen my yogurt bowls on TikTok, I put it always in there, and that is psyllium husk. If you take one thing away from this video, go and get psyllium husk. Super high in fiber, and it supports healthy digestion, de-bloating, helps with a flatter stomach. And guys, the consistency of it is so good. If you put it in your yogurt bowl, the yogurt bowl gets like thick. You can also use it as thickening substance that is natural. For example, if you bake banana bread or anything like this, I like to add some psyllium husk because it just like creates a bit of a thicker texture. And if you do vegan baking, for example, you don't use eggs, you can also use psyllium husk because it really, really helps with the consistency. Also, I think it is really underrated. Not many people know about it. Loads of people know about tofu, and they're always like, I don't like tofu. But tempeh is amazing. It's fermented soybeans, but it doesn't have to be soybeans. It can also be some fermented beans, fermented blue beans, and it is so high in probiotics. It's high in plant protein, which is important. Generally, gut health is directly linked to better skin, to better hair. You can say a healthy gut equals a beautiful face. And if you guys want a recipe guide with the different foods that I just mentioned, let me know, and I'm happy to create a video about that. If you like this video, you're gonna love that video. Okay guys, speak to you soon. Bye.